Hey, onegaishimasu. Okay, let's see. Just be careful of the heat. Okay, I mean, it's hot, but it's been hot for a while. And so we're going to do the class. Okay, but we're also going to be conscious of the fact it's hot and it's been hot for a while. If you feel you need to sit down, do it. Okay, all right. And up, let's form the line over here. And cooler energy. I know it's hot out there. And, it's not to say I'm cool, but there's an energy that's cool. An energy that's cool. And here I am in this heat trying to think about it, but it's there. Boom, boom, boom. Almost any move you make, there's that cooler energy. Cooler energy. It's kind of like what we call maybe a cooler place as well. In other words, cooler flow, cooler flow. It's a cooler place. It's almost like a pool of cool energy. You kind of soak there a bit. Soak there a bit. Oh, boom, boom. Oh. Yeah. That energy coming from under, boom, but it also kind of rebounds, comes back this way. It's cool with itself. I may not be cool in this moment. This energy's cool. It's cool with itself. Yeah. There's that eye that's hot, but it's this cooler place. Cooler place. Yeah. Whatever movement you get in Aikido, there's some of it. Now, what we might do here, for example, let's just say he grabs here, and all of a sudden, there's a cooler place here. Boom. Cooler. Oh. In other words, here, I'm worrying about that other hand coming over here. So we can take it. And here, I'm trying to turn the wrist. Easy. Cool. Okay. So right about here, then boom. Not an idea. There's a base here that's also in that cooler energy. He's thinking about punching me with the other hand. Well, okay, there. We're not going to do that right now. We're just going to look at that first one. And he's coming into cooler energy. Okay, so let's start out with the kata dori. There's a movement here, but there's also finding that cool place. Okay, let's go. Yeah. Yeah. One thing about that too, careful right here, you're getting too small. Because it's the right idea. Right here. This direction. Nothing creative all the time. So this way, but change this direction this way. But easy. Okay. Easy. Now right there, shoulder high. Hips, feet, upper, hot, deeper, cool. Good. Right? So, let's try. Okay, good. Back. Okay. And right about it. Good. Now, wait, I would add a little bit. You can wait until we're this way, but yeah.
Oi.
Cool. Yeah, back. Okay, now right there. Pushing, that's hot. Cool. Wait on this side. Yeah, there's a lot of practice here, right? Good. Now we're, yeah, you good? Feel that? Yeah. Okay. Okay, now let's stop. That's getting there. So let's start this way. Okay, now boom. That's the opposite of cool. You know, I'm in a position, and that's, I don't know what's going on. You're cool. Too much going on up here, out there, that's hot. Relax, feel your feet. Upper hot, which we don't need. Deeper, cool. That's just an idea. Now, the other things. Everything out there is hot. The cool place is inside you. See what I mean? Oh. Okay, good, yes. Touch. All right, got to play for the Olympic team. Who do you want shooting to win the game? You want Stephen Curry. He's cool. See, that's upper, breathe. Upper, outer, inner, deeper. That's hot. Like, oh, I got burned. No. Easy. Upper, outer, hot. Inner, deeper, cool. Okay, all right, yeah. Deeper. Yeah. You're going to be president. You don't have to yell at people and make friends. You earn their trust. You know what I mean? That's sort of thing. Yeah. Okay, good. Here. Thanks for coming this way. Do it quick. Boom. Techniques. You're in that cool place. Okay? You want to start a war? Visit that cool place. See whether you can negotiate. Meeting somebody who's hot and wants war. Just try to get them to this cooler place so we can discuss something so that we don't have to launch missiles. You know, that feeling a little bit like this. So, good. Okay, all right. Okay, good. Now, let me come in a little closer. I noticed when we filmed this stuff, we're all the way back there. So, yeah, right about there. It's probably good. Yeah. Upper, outer, hot. Inner, deeper, cool. Okay. Reactive, proactive. You're ready. Let's just say that for whatever reasons you get the nuclear codes. They shouldn't belong to a nut. Okay, that's power. You want somebody right there to be cool. I remember the Cuban Missile Crisis, that old, and that was bad. Missiles almost in our backyard, Cuba. Yeah, I'm telling you, it was bad. President Kennedy, cool, made the call, disarmed the crisis, no nuclear war. Easy, cool, inner, interior, deeper, upper, outer, hot, inner, deeper, cool. Okay? All right? It's very simple. And we're used to getting drawn out. Oh. I remember because we had a disastrous, I mean, depending on your political affiliation, debate. And I remember 1960, televised debate, Kennedy-Nixon. It was Tricky Dick, hot candidate, squinting at the camera. You know, I've been the vice president for 8 years and you're a young guy. And it was Kennedy, eye contact, cool. Cool. Cool for the debate, cool for the missile crisis. Doesn't mean you're not there. It doesn't mean that, you know, if your job is to guard the nuclear codes, but you're cool with it. Easy. Interior. Deeper. Hot. Upper. Outer. Did not look good. The situation did not look good. Fortunately, we had somebody who responded from an interior, deeper place. Yeah, I mean, you have the codes. You could just blame Cuba off the map, right? That's a hot response. Well, of course, then that starts a whole chain reaction of hot responses. That's called war. All wars are hot. They used to talk about the Cold War, which means two sides didn't get along and all it took was one spark and kaboom. War is not cool. Cool is negotiation. Cool is balance. Cool is cool. So, but I'm not cool. There's a cool energy. It comes from a cool place. Again, it's more interior and it's deeper. Okay, now everybody up, stretch the leg. Now, one thing that will pull you out is detail. But the cooler place, gets the details right because it's cool. And you can know the details, but when things get too hot, that's what happens, right? Okay. Now I've got the nuclear codes. Yeah, but I'm going to be cool, deeper, more interior. Upper, outer, deeper, more interior. See the shoulder comes up. I got the nuclear codes. Yeah, and so I better be coming from a cooler place. We're just going to do the sit. I'm too busy, but I'm upper and out. Oh, interior, deeper. Now let's see if we don't have to wake up. Interior, deeper. Interior, deeper. Okay, so we're just going to detail to play out. Reactive, outside, upper, interior, cooler. Let's go. Same partner. David, That's a tricky one. I know I get caught there too. We come up. See that, you know, I can footwork. But okay. So it's good, but yeah, come up to do this. Why? I'm in that cool pool of energy. Why jump out, get upper outer, so I have to go back into the pool? Whoops, you can, so if you kind of go here, then they can. You know, that's enough. Feel me come up, my energy come up. And let's go back here. It's like a pool of energy, right? Good job, good job, good job. But we habitually come up here to do that. Why? Boom. Why? Why leave that opening there? It's a tricky one because, you know, you all know the movement. But where's the movement coming from? Okay, so that like it almost does the movement for you. Right. If we were to kind of look at, you know, the opening right there. Well, right there. I can tell that works for you. But it's a reactive move. Yes, I won the election. I got the nuclear codes. I got to be really cool now. Right? Oh, good. I got the box. No, you don't want that. Easy. You are now. Now, the other thing I would add a little bit. You're creating a lot of weight here. And if you drop that weight, it's the cooler, deeper. Because you get results this way. All right? You're running for president. Maybe people aren't listening to you because your opponent's having a horrible day. So you can lie. You don't want to do that. Bad habit. Good. Now, easy there. See that power right here? What if it was just this? Right? I'm with my granddaughter. She wants to spar. I let her win. Or she wins, let's put it that way. I mean, I'm a grandpa. You know, I'm not supposed to. Yes. Right. It's a tricky one. It's you know, just okay. The upper outer is a reactive, and we all have it. That's what I said. You don't beat anybody. You learn to win over yourself. Learn to win over yourself. So, yeah, but I'm playing with my She used to wipe me out. I tell you, it was painful. You have all these weapons and, you know, bang, 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 and I would have all these openings here. I can't really hit her. You know, okay, good, you know, yeah. I'm supposed to be the grandpa. I'm supposed to win. But you're still there. You're still conscious of the fact that when she's going like that, you could look her. I was thinking, well, you know, this is actually good practice. Right? You know, so if I was, you know, let's just say I was your 5-year-old grandchild. Good. Yeah. And in a sense, you know, your demeanor is the cooler energy. It gives you dimensions that you're more caring. You know? And, you know, okay, now right there, bum. Not that you have to be paranoid, but right about there, yeah, that's good now. Now that's the other thing right here, when you're grabbing it and putting it here. Easy. I'll be your granddaughter, if you have one. Huh? Okay. I'll change sides so you protect the groin area. Now right there, put it up there. Plug it in a little bit of placement. You already won. Question, do you want to Easy there. Should have. There's too much of this here. Okay. Mismatch. Okay. Okay. This is gonna work. A deeper, calmer, cooler energy. All right. Hanihan Dachi Nikyo is a, change sides. Now I can slide off. So if you underneath your collarbone, plug it in. Just like an electrical output. Now you're not doing that to arm the electric chair. No, plug it in. Plug it in. No. Where is it? See the collarbone? Right under the collarbone. There's a place to, push it out. Here, pull it back. Right here, push it. Do either. Good. Plugging something into, actually, you don't want to. Oh, hasn't turned it. I haven't turned it on yet. All right. Stop. Now, it's upper, outer, inner, deeper. Inner, deeper. Inner, you don't have to grab yet. Come on. Inner, deeper, inner, deeper. Good. Now, better plug in. Now take away. Okay. It was your granddaughter. Oh. Okay, my son-in-law would watch me get demolished, but he would say, yeah. When she would come in, you should go like that. I'd be right there. I said, but I didn't hit her. What are you going to do if you're going to? I let her whack me. I mean, that hurt, but, let her win. Right? Yeah. Okay. Now, let's try everybody up. Let's come in a little bit more so we get a little bit of right here. Now, what we're going to try, you stand, I sit. No, stand up. We're interior, deeper. Now we're about the same height, aren't we? If I react to his size, I'm upper outer. Easy. In fact, it's easier at this point to do that. But we're doing Nikyo. One of the things that'll drive you out, upper, outer, is details. They say the devil is in the details. And it's true. Okay? Let's just say I'm a world leader, which thank God I'm not. That's another world leader. And, we're keeping account. Well, 15 million of your people have died, but only 10 million of mine have died. That technically means I'm winning, but actually, that's if you do the math, 25 million people died. So the human race is losing. You see that feeling a little bit right there? And so there's that area right there, the upper outer, running the world, creates the world we have. In no sense, they created Aikido to teach people about the interior depth. Okay? When telling Bingo Sensei said, was Aikido's true democracy. We're all equal. The real power is not somebody you put in the Oval Office. It's the people. We're all equal, every single one of us. And if we got that, we'd realize we had a revolution. Not really. It's revolutionary to look at it that way. You want a leader that realizes that the real power is in the people. And when the leaders start to think they have the power, and use it and abuse it. So a good leader says, okay, I'm here to represent you. I'm here to listen to your stuff. And all right, I'm not here to win over somebody out there. I'm here to serve you. Now, here, okay. See how he grows there? I'll go, I'm back to. Now that you got somebody at the negotiating table, don't let them go back into their stupidity. If you do that, you're lapsing back into your own stupidity. I have an advantage here now. I'm going to get you back up there. No, into deeper. All right. So not our normal way of doing it. Take his upper outer, try to bring it into a more interior image. Easy. Okay, you got the game? Because I'm noticing, including he, now I got to resettle, reconnect. Well, why? What? See if we can press delete on that, and just you got the deeper, more interior, cool energy. Why jump up there to have to reconnect to it? And the Hami Hondachi will let you know. You know, that's a great example of they connected to that deeper, deeper, interior, cooler energy. Yes, say partner. So, no. Yeah, yeah, good. Yeah, that all. You got that deeper, more interior. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, good. Deeper, more inner. You see that feeling right there? It's so seductive to do that. Easy. See what I mean? I got the nuclear codes. Oh, you bomb us. Well, obliterate you. Well, okay. Lots of human life is what the most important thing. So since they created Aikido, so we can't work these paradigms out. You see what I mean? Good. Okay. All right. Okay. Good. Again, a little closer. A little closer. Okay. So we, yeah. And so a quick map. Upper, outer, that's hot. It's a reactive place. Interior, inner, deeper, is the cooler. Okay? To be, and the magic word is called easy. Open, settle, easy, open, settle. Suddenly there's this pool of cool energy there that you're kind of bonded to. And yeah, there's still stuff going up here and out there. That's the important thing to realize. But you're kind of more you're in that one, but you're not of it. You're more in this cooler, more. I would say, what's the opposite of reactive? You're inclusive. Whatever you do out there, you do to yourself. But since it created this stuff, one, it was a martial art, so people, it's not that they had to read books about it. He said a lot of things which are important, but there's practice here, and kind of what Aikido is. It's a very deep question, right? Yeah. Okay, Nage is not a competitive sphere. And what you're going to watch is that there's all this stuff we do to win, which is get a result. And, that's natural, that's human. But, this, one of Osensei's best students was a baseball player, Sada Haruo. And in his last game, in his last at bat, he hit a home run. He's a home run hitter, so, occasionally that happens. Ted Williams did the same thing. It's kind of neat when it goes that way. But what happened is, he's rounding the bases. And his own teammates come out. He's rounding, but guess what? The other team came out too. And at that moment, he said, he realized what our sensei was trying to teach him. That he achieved this real pinnacle. But he couldn't have done that without the other team, right? Couldn't have done that. I mean, we're going to hit a home run, but there's no pitcher. Okay? You just try to do that. You swing the bat 2 million times a day, but you can't hit a home run until the pitcher throws it to you. And there's a contest, pitcher, batter, pitcher that way. But he began to realize that he was so good because the pitcher existed. The pitcher, in some sense, created him to be that magical hitter. And then when the other team also, it's a home run, his own teammates say, oh, Osan, last at bat, you're going to hit a home run, right? But the other team came out too. And so there was kind of a unity. We're kind of right now, we're going to have the Olympics. And I'm looking forward to it because the basketball team, I get to root for LeBron James. Curry, I'm going to root for Curry and Bowie on James. No, I get to root for LeBron James. And I think all those elite players are really neat, saying, wow, we're teammates now. Okay. Now, the sense of, in the regular season, there's Curry on one side and LeBron on the other side, and they're, that's part of the game. But really, I would think that what Sensei meant by Aikido is we're all on the same Olympic team called humanity. And what we're doing is honing our skills together. But instead of being exclusive or winning, it's more like it's an inclusive win-win, right? And so if we kind of look at that, then it becomes a very different ballgame. I mean, I think it'd be kind of fun to root for LeBron. I'm usually going, LeBron, but no, you get to be a teammate. They're friends, actually. The players that we think hate each other, they don't. They realize it's a game. They have relationships, right? And so everybody up. Now, for example, let's just say, he's coming. Okay, good. We just pulled something out of the app. When you're connected to that deeper thing, you have creative solutions that you don't see when you're too locked into an upper outer agenda. Okay? Good. Oh, okay. Apparently, since they used to pull these techniques out, they come in the hand, you go to the other hand. Oh, yeah. And it'd be smooth, and you go, oh, that's cool. I never thought of that because I'm too into da 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 dee 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 dee, right? No, what are we doing here? For one, he's coming in, we're moving, as opposed to, I'm going to be a target, so I can get pissed off and get you back. You can reach for empty space. I'm going to reach for empty space. And we're going to enact the harmony of center to circle, circle to center. Here, he gets to be the circle. I get to be the center. We have that motion. There's a balance. Center doesn't fight the circle, and circle doesn't fight the center. Uke is usually the circle. Nage is the center. There's a harmony. If he's coming this way, okay, he's not firing a missile, so so what I can do is say, hey, why do you do that? Let's negotiate. And right about here, we're on the same page. Okay? So most of the techniques have a lesson. And you can get really good at the techniques, but if you don't learn the lesson, think about it. Mr. O, on his very last at bat, his last home run. Oh, I really understand what I was saying, man. It took him, he played for about 20 years. He hit over 860 home runs. Then he hits that last one, and he gets the message. Now, everything up to then was more like winning and beating the other team and hitting home runs and everything. And he had this O-sensei moment. Okay? And I think O-sensei realized we were kind of geared towards winning, right? So he said, Aikido is about true victory, which means you win over yourself. It's about an interior, deeper, upper, outer. Upper, outer wants to win and has a target. Inner, deeper, it's about development, evolution, including whoever's out there. If you are the center, whoever's out there is a circle. If you happen to be the circle, there's a center. There's a harmony there. Okay? It looks like somebody's winning. It's an illusion. Okay? And none of us is going to hit 868 home runs to get that O-sensei moment. We can get it right now. Okay? All right? So if he's coming here, we'll move. Oh, there's space. There's space for me to go this way. Okay, so let's switch. We're still doing the same thing. Upper, reactive, outer, inner, deeper, relational. Okay, all right, we're working the latter. Okay, change partners. Well, that was, what's that? 2006. A lot. Um, right there. Okay. Well, let's watch. Trying to make it happen here. Okay. Now, yeah, I'm gonna step over here. See, it's a turning motion, but you enter as well as turn. The entering moving, the turning movement, we tend to think are two separate. But really, the way I look at it, when you can't enter anymore, you turn. Sometimes when you can't turn anymore, you enter. It's the center and the circle and the center. Turning is the circle. Entering has more to do with the center. Okay, so when you're here, what happens if I just walk behind you? Okay, yeah. Now, the other thing to do is that we get a start walking backwards. Nothing happens. No, you're walking forward. You can't walk, yeah. The two things, go forward. You keep going forward in a circular pattern, but it's an entering motion. Outwardly, I say it's a tenkan, but the interior experience of the tenkan is the irimi. Okay? Right? Well, uh, Keep going, keep going. Well, no, you got to figure it out yourself a little bit. Now, the next thing you do, what is it? Do your next move. No, 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 no. Now you're walking backwards. Okay. Now there's the arm in the way. So I look for something else. But what if I just relax my shoulders and do that? Okay. Let's take you 20 years to learn that, but you can do it. Maybe the clock is ticking past 20 years. Okay. All right. Move towards me, and yes. Now you're backing up. Walk forward. Okay, now you got him moving, which is good. But then it's almost like, we're in a car, but there's no steering wheel. Turn your hip, walk your feet. It's very basic right there. Turn your hip. It's a step as opposed to walking backwards. What is turn your hip, take a step? That's entering. But what you see is the 10-con turn, don't you? All right? All right? As you settle, get a little deeper. Your thought process also simplifies. Okay? All right? Too many things, too many thoughts, too many counter thoughts. Okay? Okay. And sometimes, you have an obstacle, okay? Like for Mr. O, there was the pitcher. Pitcher was trying to get him out. Now, the thing in baseball, the pitcher gets you out 7 times out of 10, you're in the Hall of Fame. That means 3 times out of 10, you succeeded. Baseball's rigged. Pitchers, on the other hand, it's what you do with the 3 out of 10 that determines who's going to win the game or not. The pitcher's going to win most of the time. Okay? So really what you're doing in baseball, if you win, you maximize your defeats. Okay? And Mr. O had this beautiful realization when he was rounding the bases, his last home run, and both dugouts came out. That home run was like, wow, yeah, you beat us. It's like, no, it was a celebration. But all his dedication and everything moved both sides. And the other team wasn't going, screw that. He beat us. It was like, wow, this is a celebration, isn't it? And we get all these little tricks, to kind of momentarily win. And so that is based on an outer reactive upper mind. And so when you start to get the more interior, deeper, cooler energy, all right? Again, we go back, I go back to 1960, the Kennedy-Nixon debate. Kennedy won the presidency because he was the cool candidate. He gave the camera eye contact. He was cool. Mr. Nixon steered away from that and just sort of was tricky Dick. Now, what happened in 1968, unfortunately, he learned. Evil learned. Not saying he was evil, but yeah, he was evil. And we got one guy, possibly, that's about 10 times as evil. Not as smart, but 10 times as evil. So, Nixon was smart. All right? But what he did in 1968, 1, he refused to debate. 2, he used radio extensively as opposed to television. when he was president, he'd go on TV, right? But you know, he this whole campaign on TV, you're using, you know, very a forgotten America. You know, just ordinary folk. You know, then he'd show demonstrations and stuff like that. So you know, it's a point where, you know, forgotten America. So he kind of ran. Evil can adapt. That's the other thing. Is he evil? Yeah, he was evil. Sometimes it's difficult to say who's evil, who's not. Um, but kind of from a cooler thing. It's very human to want to control and win. And then, you know, somebody wants to run a country, get power, right? And then they wield that power, all right? You ideally want a leader who realizes his whole or her whole job is to serve the people. The people have the power, okay? Pure and simple. We vote. We get somebody in the office that's not an idiot. If you don't like the Supreme Court's decisions on the executive, you know, ideally at some point there's an amendment that brings back a little bit more balance to the judiciary and the, you know, and the executive and the legislative. That's been really, we're in a very dangerous time because one side is very dirty. The other side is a little too idealistic. So the more idealistic side has to realize it's in a street fight without losing its identity. And the only thing that's going to teach the side that I think you know about is defeat. And I don't know right now if that's going to happen. So, but we can put out some good energy, put out a better model. Okay. So one of the things is that, you know, for example, we were to come in over here, you know, just whatever is here, you know, you're coming from a cooler place. That's a reactive place. No, this is a cooler place. Okay, good. I got a lot of power. I got the nuclear codes, and you launch a missile will obliterate your country. You got a lot of power. But people die in these cases, so I gotta say, let's communicate, work this out. And by the way, maybe we should play golf together and bond a bit together. You get what I mean? There's an area where that part of it is sometimes lost. And we get tricks, like it doesn't work. I can't trick you, and then I won. Yeah, but I used a bunch of stupid crap and repeated old behavior patterns that aren't suiting anybody. Good. Oh! Already, he's putting out a demeanor that is more connected. If you find yourself, it's just be easy there. That cooler place is already there. Okay, okay. So we're kind of doing that. Boom, boom, boom. If he pushes you down, yeah, you ride that push out, marshal the energy, it kind of comes up from under. You got to move. You got a harmony here. We're having a discussion. I'm not winning at all. But instead of firing missiles at each other, we're working things out. Right? So, you know, whatever the movement happens to be. And right there, what we're doing is just, you have to know about that place, and it's just knowledge. Yeah? That cooler place, interior, deeper, becomes part of the being. Okay? I know it's better to do this, but then again, I react to things out there and I do crazy stuff. And maybe I'm successful doing crazy stuff. I got a bunch of crazy people listening to me. It's not going to make the world better. Right? Okay, good, 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 good. And I'm trying to treat him with love and respect. It looks like there's some crazy stuff that's going on here. Put it down in your ball, I hope. Right? And so it's an interchange here. If I'm thinking about winning, I'm already got one foot on a very dark path. You see what I mean? And so just recall more of a free-form Kokyu hold. We're not practicing the throws, we're practicing this interior, deeper connection. Oh, it's too hot here. He's still got me. Okay, good. Oh. Okay. It's so serious, you treat it like it's not. So you have a certain amount of compassion and intelligence in the situation where you can be creative. But the person walked into a design to win. Okay? So anyway, just the seated Kokyu, but there should be enough movement, Uke, Nage, Nage movement. We're not going to do this for the rest of the class. I just want you to open up a little bit, okay? Let's go. Get your partner, all right? Okay. Now the other thing right there, okay? There's a world that exists between you and your partner, and there's a bigger world. Okay? And they're both important.
Right.
Good. Yes, okay, hello. And it's a world of flow. All right? By the time I study this world, my worldview is too limited. Good. Right. Now, Sensei's world out there was the universe. Right? Final Sensei said, Jack, I never really thought of Aikido as Japanese. Because the Sensei was always talking about Dai Chi. Dai Chi, yes. So, the universe is out there. The universe is energy. It's almost like a great amusement park out there where we could be having all this fun. And then we're locked up in, negotiations here. You put me here, I'm going to be up or not, or do something dumb. So I got all of the universe. Okay. So I'm just wanting you both to open up a little bit. Okay. All right. I mean, there's an area where you come in. Where's this going to go? You ask me. Well, I think it goes like that. Yeah, it's a flow. You come in here. Good. Here we go. Oh, it goes this way. It goes that way. Good. He comes running at me, then good. Then we come in here, you come in again, boom. Then you come in again, we go this way, and we go this way. Instead of hitting missiles at each other, metaphorically speaking, we're having a great time. A matsuri. Well, since they like the term matsuri, right? Celebration, right? Okay? Okay, let's unstretch the legs for a little bit. Okay. Now, one of the things, for example, we're talking about interior, deeper as opposed to upper, outer, reactive, proactive. Huh? If he's coming running at me, I can be in a better place and, you know, try to attack me. That's good. Oh, no, we're over here. Oh, we're over here. That's a boom. Okay. So this deeper, calmer, proactive place. You want to be in that deeper, calmer, proactive place, or other than that, you react to here and you're upper outer, aren't you? Okay. Now, what happens sometimes, you were kind of noticing right here. Here we are. Now, right about there is a situation here. But what else I could do a little bit, he's going to put this situation here in the context of what he calls the universe. Oh, so what is the universe? The universe is the universe. We come out of the universe, if we're kind of, in some sense, bonded to the universe. It's a natural connection, right? He comes into good. The universe is energy. The universe of IT is energy in harmony with itself. All right, yin to yang, yang to yin, fire to water, water to fire, heaven to earth, earth to heaven. So that's actually positioning himself on what he called the floating bridge. Well, okay. You get the finer, the heavenly, you get the denser, deeper, potentially darker. Okay, you do, I hate you. I don't like what you do. I'm gonna, I mean, basically, if I were Donald Trump, I'd be worried that all of a sudden that the Supreme Court gave President Biden the power to put a hit on him. The problem is if you do that, you start to feed something that, I'll just do it this once. Yeah, a certain person said, I'll be a dictator for one day. It doesn't end. Once you taste that power, you're not going to give it up after one day. So it's a tricky thing right there, where oftentimes you get a solution that's based on something more dramatic or violent. I mean, it's funny that, okay, the Supreme Court did, but I'm not president yet. Oh, the president could actually put a hit order on me. Yes, anybody who wants to shoot that guy, I will pardon. Whoa. Now, I don't think the person in office would do that, because I think he sort of understands that when you start to play the other person's game, you become that other person. So even if you may win, you lose. Okay, nobody really benefits when evil wins. The only thing that happens when evil wins is that the forces that are kind of more balanced learn. But evil learns too. Nixon learned. He won in 68. I was like, this is crazy. But he won. Yeah, he learned, how to manipulate the media and everything like that. And that's unfortunately the game. Okay? So right now, since they didn't have a lot of media, but there are videos of him demonstrating this. He comes in here, look at this. Now, for example, if he pushes, all right? But yeah. See, the psychology of it is somewhat tricky because in some sense, you push, yeah, but the universe itself, push. It's psychological shift, which none of us have mastered. I play around with it a little bit. Comes into this. The universe is the mind as well as a universal body, consciousness, design, the universe, I mean, Einstein was smart enough to realize he wasn't smart enough to create the universe. But he also realized if he could sort of like think like what he called God, not the biblical God, but the universal intelligence force that created the universe, he would understand the universe. So all I want to do is think like God, what he said. All right? And, I mean, the potential for evil or imbalance is always here because we're in a cause-effect world. But we're kind of here as souls, part of this original creative force of consciousness that's here to learn some lessons. Right now, the human race is flunking. So since they created Aikido, to give the human race a little bit more in terms of IQ points. Proactive, connective, communicative motion is better than the thrill of a momentary victory. And yes, good and evil will adapt and get smarter. So you have to evolve and see what's going on. And up, everybody. So when things go, I mean, Sensei did stuff like, for example, he pushes on this arm, push on it. And, it's like he would push on the arm and all of a sudden, nothing would happen. Sensei was good enough. See, the problem is that I'm too scared to do this stuff. But, I just push, okay? I'm going to extend out here and I'm going to extend, push. And it's almost like what a sensei could do is like push on the universe. Push. Okay? Or push on the universe and all of a sudden the universe has a design. All right, here it comes in here, then all of a sudden, boom. And there's a harmony the universe has with itself that we are potentially able to deal with because we come out of the universe. I'm supposed to do some of this stuff in this retreat, so, all right? Now, occasionally I'll touch something of it. I think in Kauai, Lou Birmingham Sensei and David, for whatever reason, I was going, huh? And honest to God, I didn't know how that worked. I still don't. The only thing I would suppose here is that it's not just a physical or mental thing. It's a psychological shift. We're programmed to measure. He pushes. I try to do something like push, but I have to be more centered or stick it on harder. But there's let's say heaven and earth. Okay, there's something in physics called superposition. In other words, something can have more than one aspect to it, but when you measure it, it's one or the other. Is light a particle or a wave? So my supposition a little bit is when those senses that you stand on the floating bridge of heaven, there's heaven and there's earth. They're superposition. They're a part of the universe. Okay, now when you go here and measure it, push. Huh? But if I can be in that position, standing on that floating bridge, there's heaven, there's earth. So two states that exist at the same time, and you don't measure it. You just are. That would be my thing. So, it's pushing on the universe. That's hard. Well, since they could do this with a bunch of people, all right? Now, me, I can kind of pull the string on them a little bit. Or, we can go like this, or we can go this way. Or he comes in this direction. And then let's say he's like the same thing applies. You're working currents of energy. But some of the stuff was things they could do, like this pushing on the stick, Mr. O, he didn't do it. They wouldn't let him do anything because he thought he'd get hurt, you know? So his coach, who was a major league hitter, well, since they stick the bokan like this out, coach has a bat that they brought, and he swings major league bat speed, and he hits the bokan full major league bat speed power, and there's no movement give at all. And Mr. O was not an idiot. He says, I guess that must be something a master can do when they master extension. And he was smart enough to say, well, this is kind of magical. No, well, something said it's not magic at all. It's just, we called it was the science of the spirit. So in terms of modern physics, if there's Earth and there's heaven, there are two states that exist. The finer realms, the denser, darker realms. Okay? Light, dark. We're kind of here. Okay? But to position yourself in that place where you don't measure. And the universe just is. It has a mind, a heaven. It has a body, matter and energy. And there's space that connects them. So if I can, for example, comes in this direction, it's like, good. I'm going to give it to you. You keep it. Boom, boom. If he's coming for me, boom. He's going to grab that. Good. Boom. That's the basis of we call the throwing with the staff or the spear. It's just a spear. For example, he would come in at an angle because he doesn't want to face the tip of it. Okay, so it would change things a little bit. Okay, but on the other hand, Aikido, and you have the other ability to be adaptable. Okay, but one of the things, for example, is indeed, with the universe itself, attack the universe, you can't win. The universe has a harmony with itself, and you were a part of that universe. Well, that was Oshin's speech. He was trying to demonstrate this, that to some degree, we're all on the same team. And yeah, we're all individual with our own developmental history and everything like that, but we're all really one. And he was somebody who kind of had this ability to demonstrate what humanity could be. He had a divine essence to him, let's just say. If he's coming this direction, then he would read the space of it, and he'd do something like that. Right? If he's coming this way, you think you hit him, and then all of a sudden he'd be somewhere else. Right? If he comes to strike him or something like that, good. Good. Huh? They're just techniques, right? But he was using the techniques to demonstrate a harmony. There's a universe, but there's also the harmony of the universe of which we are potentially a part of. Okay? What tends to get in our way is our psychology. I measure things like opponent, victors. And within O-sensei's paradigm, there's only victory if you look at it a certain way, because there's that harmony. Okay, so if we can kind of do a little bit more, if he's coming in this direction, boom, that motion, whatever the movement happens to be, boom, boom. Yeah, I think with O-sensei, it's like he was taking a walk in the beautiful Japanese countryside, right? And then all these things would happen, right? There's a cool boom, 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 boom. And let's just say he pushes. Okay. Focusing on the universe. Boom, boom. And of course, the energy gathers and it can release. Whatever gathers must also release. There's a harmony to every movement, a kind of universal balance with itself that kind of what we call is karma. And we play act at things that are potentially bad, just to learn a finer aspect of them, a finer aspect of that balance that exists, that harmony the universe has with itself, of which we are a part of, right? And so it comes in this direction. I'm trying to harmonize with them, but if we're all part of that harmony, just because it's just a natural design. I don't think Osensei was doing anything he can't do. It's just he developed much further than we've developed so far. And, what happens to us is we tend to set our bar so low, right? I mean, my major concern for the world right now, who's going to win the presidential election, right? That's important. But to be setting aside that and saying, okay, there's a larger balance, and to let that balance grow, and then the election will take care of itself, good or bad, good or evil. Evil wins sometimes. All right. The problem is you don't want the evil to win inside you or me. You see what I mean? So you breathe, you settle, you're easy, open, settle. All that stuff there, you work on a more interior balance and depth. Yeah. Here, you don't want to hold him down. He wants to stand up. He's having such a good time resting down there. He's getting healthy. His energy is getting together. And all of a sudden, you think, good. It's been a mutually beneficial experience, right? So, that's kind of what we're after with the Aikido. Yeah, we do these techniques and everything. You get a little too, then you're kind of facing into jujitsu, which is fine. Most people these days, it's very popular. The Aikido, to be honest with you, people don't understand it fully enough to really appreciate it. So when we open on 3rd Street, which hopefully will be sooner, then we'll be able to have a forum to kind of educate people and try to make a difference that way. Anyway, let's do this. He grabs, he blocks, he pushes. Good. All right, so some technique here, kata. Boom. Now right there, if he doesn't come in, I just have this one. But let's say right here, good, I train with it. Boom. Yeah, that. But also, boom, 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 boom. That's kind of a fun move. Haven't done it in a while. Atadori men ichi. You mean now again. Okay, different partner. Yeah. So one of the things, there's a thing, cover it. If not, good. It's somewhat, you know, if you're coming in with a boom, 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 boom. I'll go do something else. Get yourself together. I'm going to throw you a football. I expect you to catch it, not to bat it around. Okay? Cover. Good. Now, grab it. Kata. Okay? Boom. Don't push, because if you push, boom, this goes into something a little bit. Okay? You push it. Come on in, face. Good. There's that turn. Good. You gotta have to know the play. If it's just frozen, I'll do something else. You're a new kid, which means you have intelligence. All right? So grab, cover your opening, and when you cover the opening, cover it. Cover it. You push it out, you're going to create another one. Okay, now you don't want your face. Now you push it out. Okay, now right about here, we have a movement. And when you're in that reactive space, so that way you're not an Ike anymore. Okay? You're my dog, and all of a sudden you got rabies, I gotta put you down. You're my best friend, my horse, you break your leg, I gotta shoot you. You see? Yeah. So calm down and be part of the insanity of you're out there. Because it's really, yeah. The world is in a lot of trouble. Because you can't, okay? So just grab. Okay, now right there, boom. Cover your face. Because if you don't, then there are other openings. Cover your face. Good, now push out from there, good. Now right here, there's an opening here, so we gotta keep the connection. We have that motion. And right now, when you're in that reactive state, you can't discern that. Okay? Flexible. You're a pipe. Come in underneath the pipe. Come in underneath the pipe. Flexible. Not that way. Okay? Good, now turn. Okay, now right there, you're stopping the movement. Remember? Step behind and walk. Nage. Step behind, turn, and walk. And then you can change directions and walk the other way. Change of direction, but that and that are in harmony. Whether the universe goes that or that way, both of those directions are included in its harmony with itself, correct? If it goes yin, there's yang. If it goes yang, there's yin. What we do, we measure it. And then what happens, you negate half of it. The sensor said, stand between heaven and earth. He didn't say be heaven, he didn't say be earth. He said, stand in that position, the floating bridge, right? Superposition. Versus you. Now, when I push, and now you're relax on your hip. If you pull, you give me a lot of license to do a lot of things. Okay? So, all this stuff, we have a active behavior. Most nights they go black. They just train with one another and they learn a lot of tricks. Okay? Okay? So I go like, that, got to, I'm going to cover, and then, you know, and your hip. Yep, good. Then your hip. It's pretty simple. If you're stuck in it's infinite. The reality which means if you get one, there's something else that pops up. You'll set your apple cart. Oh, I push you. I don't, for example, push, good. I don't need to do that movement. Or you don't push, you cover. So I can go this way. Go this way. But it follows more of a pattern here. Right? So, right? We both have a time doing that. Well, if I do that, it's the nature of the world. Nobody wants to win. Nobody wants to kind of create heaven and earth, especially. It's supposed to create heaven on it. And right now we're going the other direction. We're creating the other thing. If I'm coming in, good now, you talk. Hold it. Good. Good. Now, step behind me a little bit. Don't pull me, because if you pull me, step behind, turn, and walk. Good. Up the other way. Now, it's simple. The energy things are simple. The more exterior reactive things are impossibly hard. Right? How do you get everybody to listen to Cooler? And then it's a win-win. And win, it's going to win. Right? What's going to occur? Well, it's not a win. It's going to happen. Something like there was just be more. I'll work on that to more to floating place. Okay, let's line up. What's important that cooler dimension? Things are simple, but they're simple. It's absolute ability and ability. In a outer cloud, something goes to upset your apple. Things are very complex there. It's a very complex world. My mind gets into the scenario if a certain person wins the presidency, what's going to happen? Well, that's what he said. All right. Well, it's going to, it hasn't happened yet, so there's a potential for. But yeah, up there and fix the world. You're going to go deep. And where things are for connection, communication, so active in a good way. I mean, President used his found power of being absolute to hit a political opponent. You lose. And then that behavior is accepted and you see, it's there. It's very easy that a lot of times when you're winning over something, and usually fueled by a certain amount of anger. What happened to Mr. O? Last year, just 36 home runs, drove in 90 runs. His batting average. but something that's wrong. So he tells his coach, there's something wrong here. And Drew says, Oishan, you can still, what's the real problem? And then, but this said to his coach, so I guess the real thing is that is angry that he used to be. He had this inner fire that he had to go out there and punish the pitcher. It drove him. I mean, pretty good. I mean, he wasn't a demon or anything. It's just that was his motivation, was to punish the pitcher. And he says, I'm just not angry anymore. So he still gets runs. He drove it over and he runs. His batting average was before, but he was 40 years old. And so who was one of Sensei's students of that power? Osan, you are now, Shiba Sensei told you, you to be now master. You're not even getting tired. You can still play if you want. The wrong is not wrong at all. At some point, you're supposed to kind of go into phase of being. Yeah. And here you are, home runs, you can still runs for yours. But something's telling you that's not the totality of who you are. And the way they put it, you're the master now. You choose what you're going to. So he for a little. They have what's called a classic with their teams. Guess who won the first one? Not the United States, not the Latin, these super talent. That and who managed was Mr. O. But sometimes, we tend to think of it as a defeat, ball. So this anymore or that anymore. The universe, its ability to teach you lessons as in now it's time to transform. So there's really no defeat. The universe never loses. We lose with the position, exterior way of looking at life. And no sense of it's trying to teach us the universe. And a little bit like LeBron James and Stephen Curry. And have a lot of fun with it. And I don't know also that. No. Okay? Anyway, that's about it. Okay? Um, on that, and that's a good work on just a rough map for after hot. You don't need to be any hot. You need to be very hot enough. Curious, deeper. And the thing, you can eat bring the portal to that deeper, deeper place. I mean, the universe is we're supposed to come in. So, until things against, essentially just like creating all this hit on train that will eventually just back to a more original purpose. It's important work, actually. Okay. You then you can change the original design of the system. You can't communicate. So it's much more active direction, reactive, proactive. And so as we do that, and hopefully our ability to pitch like that, we change. You know, the one you kind of notice there is that the real leader, because to get there, you have to run. And so that's, you win, you want to be right. Okay. And it's on the other hand, when you take place, um, evil is very difficult because evil can adapt. I use as an example. I really thought in 2020 the current republic was done. It created an insurrection, a whole bunch of stuff. Guess what? Even smart, intelligent evil is because evil, a certain way, just sometimes it has because what's necessary is compassion, and evil has none of that. It's hard. It has to always win. And so Aikido is supposed to kind of educate us, follow the universe design, which is to work towards we're in a human dimension, working towards a type of perfection. Building something, the climate's out of control. So all this emotion in order is not solved. Just that if it goes into winning and consuming things like that, you're going to get the madness where if you pour gas food, live by yourself on the wasteland, you got a tribe or and it's the more recent one. I always thought that your energy very skilled. Okay, we the sort of European world where we're headed that direction. So we did this. Okay, very carefully stand. Okay,